Hello, it's Laura from Cubilicious here. Okay, I've got a little bit of an update for you today. So, okay, I've made a little path. You can see I'm quite messy. I'm covered in paint and all manner of things. So what I did was I got some cardboard and I hot glued gunned it together. I then covered it in a layer of craft paper. I then painted it, but I didn't like the effect that it gave me. It was too shiny and the brown paint wouldn't stick. The other colours are a bit better, but the brown wouldn't stick. So then what I did was I mulched up some cardboard with some, whizzed it in a blender, mulched it with some hot water, drained it out with some PVA, mixed it together and sort of made a paste and smothered the top in the paste. I made a little toadstool, which I'm going to glue the lid on now, and some little rocks to define the path. I've then painted the path in wild violet and I've done some accent stones in the pink. I'm not 100% sure if I like the stones, so I'm going to go over them a little bit now. My little mini toadstool, I've just put a little door on there, little teeny path, so I'm going to glue them on now, and then we're going to glue the door on top there, and then that section should then be finished like that. And then what I'm then going to do is, this is my mixture. I'm going to make a big sort of piece to go on the back here, and that's where I'm going to fix. We'll see, I might use clay or I might use the mulch, and I'm going to fix the flower to come over the top. So that's, the flower is the next project, but that stays quite well in that container for several days. I've made a mess again. I am the messiest crafter ever. Okay, so for now then, my little snail, I think I'm going to glue him there. So I'm just going to paint round just round the edge, because I think these kind of just look plonked and I wanted them to look like little cobblestones, but I'm not sure if they kind of, I don't know, I'm not 100% whether they really stand out too much or whether they're just a bit of a mess. We'll see. My glue gun is heating up. In fact, it's probably hot enough now, and then we'll stick. The idea is just to put some shadow on to make it look like they belong. I just thought a bit more shadow. I don't know. I might change it again. I'm not the most confident crafter. I change things. I had an idea of doing the path with eggshell, and I've had really good. I did a whole mosaic box once with eggshell, and it was really lovely. But the pieces tended to be really small, and because otherwise they would be bent quite a lot. So I didn't think I could get the size of the stones that I wanted. So when I'm doing a smaller path, smaller stones, definitely painted eggshells is definitely something I would consider. But if any of you have done fairy paths and you've got some better ideas, I'd love to hear them. Crafting is something, there are thousands of ways to do things. Okay, so I prefer those to these. These were a bit, for this sort of the gradual than just the sort of outlined one. There's that. Okay, I'll probably play around with this a bit more and see how we go. It might be a while before I can get the path totally the way that I want it. I just think sort of, I'll see. I'll have a look and see what else we can do with that. Okay, so we should start to glue then. I've tried a different way around. I think I like it. That looks nice. Okay, so I'll do a great big blob in the middle. And so I get really messy with this stuff. And push them on. Is that equal? It's all these stringy bits that annoy me. Why do I get hundreds of stringy bits? How's that? Yeah, okay, that looks cool. And then I'm still not 100% where I should put snail. Now let's have a look at this from the back. I definitely want a lip left at the back so that I can attach. Okay. So we should just zigzag all along. Okay, and then on we go. I'll just make sure I've got that. See? Ugh. It's like spider's webs. I can't stand spiders. I'm a big fraidy cat when it comes to spiders, I'm afraid. Ugh. Okay, I'm getting messy now. Okay, so I think we're looking sweet. I like it. I'm not sure if I've got too much purple. Although, can you ever have too much purple? I'm not sure. Okay, for now we will leave it at that. I'm going to work on the flower. I'm going to work on, I've got some new Fantasy Film dip colours. So I'm not quite sure which colours I'm going to use yet. Whether I'm going to stick with the pinks and the purples or whether I'm going to go with some sunset orange and things like that. Thank you ever so much for watching my little update. Hopefully I'll have the other video up very soon. I've just got to tangle with some wire and see if we can get the shape and the stability right. And then we'll be back. Thank you ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. If you have any tips or advice for me, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm always... Oh, snail! I'm always willing to learn, change ideas and listen to people, because there are so many people that know much more than me. Thank you ever so much. Bye bye now.